Hi guys, welcome back my channel. Today I'm going to talk about very special topic, how should I develop writing skill. Before diving the conversation, I would like to talk about last conversation we made related the reading skill and spoken skills. So actually I want to talk about nowadays we are working over the skills. That means if we are going to develop any language, so we have to use 4 tips. That means to develop any language, the 4 tips is very important. 4 things are very important, like reading, writing, speaking and listening. So already I made a video related to reading, related to listening. Now today I am going to talk about the writing, why the writing is very important to develop any language, and how should I be habituated to writing anything. So for the writing, different kinds of things over we can do it, but before the writing we should think about what should I write, what is good for me. So it's all depend on your level. If you are a beginner, so which kinds of things you can write. For the beginner it's very important to work on the grammar section. Like for the beginning you must have to know about the tenses, like is, am, are, was, were, did, have, had, will have. So these are the tenses, so you can work on it. You should try to read, and then after you can go for the writing. You can think in your English for any tense, Hindi to English or any your native language, and then you should try to write in English. These are very important things to develop the language. So you can go for the tenses as well. You can go for the models. Model, that means may, might, could, should have been. So you can go one by one and you should try to write everything. One more thing I am going to tell here, writing is very important to improve any language, because when we are going to write, at that time my mind go through the situation, my mind go through the overthinking. So we push the mind to think something words, some vocabulary, some sentences, and these are very helpful technique to improve any language. So improve any language, we must have to go through the writing skill. So you can go for the write different kinds of models. The next one, if you are fond of the writing, you can write stories. What stories? If you are a beginner, so you can go for the daily routine. Daily routine, what kinds of things we can write? Whatever we have to do a whole day, whatever I have to do every day, like we get up in the morning, brush, take bath, take breakfast, go to school, go to market, go to office. We have a different kinds of work. We have multiple tasks to finish in whole day. So we should try to write on my diary, to your notebook. When you are going to write these kind of things, really it will help you a lot to improve your English, because at that time in your mind everything is running. Like you have to utilize the verb, you have to utilize the grammar section. While writing you have to think about the vocabulary. Your mind work on all the category, all the work, like reading, writing, listening, everything. So it's very important to write anything. For the beginner, you can write your daily routine, yesterday routine as well future routine. You can write anything, whatever you want to do in your next day, you can write over it, and whatever you had perform your last day, you can write it. So you should try to start writing. It could be grammar section, model section, daily routine, yesterday routine, anything what interest you have. It's depend on your level and in your interest. The second one, if you are intermediate level, that means you are able to speak little bit, you know the grammar, how to construct the sentences, you know about the models. It could be the present situation, the possession situation, the past situation, the future situation. Model have different kinds of explanation, so you can go everything. So you should try to do it. If you are a beginner, if you are not a beginner, like if you are an intermediate level, so you can go advanced things, not only the tenses and the models. You can go for participles, like participle, like I saw, falling leaves. This is the word, the participle. I saw darkening box. This is the word relate to participle, present participle. If you want for the perfect participle, so you can make sentence like after having taken food, I went to school. That means having taken food, I went to school. And if I talk about like gerund, so you can also know the gerund. What is gerund? Gerund, that means you want to talk about something and the current situation, that things not happening. They say as like I'm going to tell you, swimming is a good habit. Right now you are not swimming in the river, in the canal, but you are talking about that particular things like any verb or noun. So that is called the gerund. And the second one example I'm going to tell you, like writing is a not easy way. Writing is a not easy. Develop any language is not easy. This kind of word is called the gerund. So you can go for this also. So you should know about, like if I talk about the causative word, I will get your haircut. This is the causative word. This word relate to causative. So you should try to prepare this kind of word. And you can also go for the as like if you are a little advanced learner and you are a good speaker and you are speaking a good way, so you should know about the some conditional verb, conditional sentences. So I'm going to give you some conditional example, like conditional sentences like if she comes, I will talk to her. If I were rich, I would buy a bungalow. If I had a money, I would buy a car. So these are related to conditional sentences. So you should work over it. You should try to write these kind of things, because writing is good. When you are going to write this kind of sentences, really it will help a lot to improve your language. Because while writing, your mind, your thoughts, your everything in one place, you will be able to improve your language very soon using these techniques. So you should try to follow these things. If you are an advanced learner, so what should you write for the advanced? You know about the grammar, the models, the causative, the conditional, the different kinds of words. Now this is the time to jump for the advanced things. In advanced time, you have to use some good vocabulary. You can replace your old vocabulary to new vocabulary. You can do it. You can start using some idioms. You can start using some phrase. So for the advanced learner, it's very important to write the phrase in your diary, the idioms in your diary, and repeat all these things and think about how can I construct these phrase, these words and idioms while the conversation. When you are going like this kind of situation, sure we will develop a lot, because work is very important. When we are going to do something, that means we are going to get some result. If we do not do so, how can it possible to get result? So we have to do. It's very important. You should try to start your journey. You should try to listen. You should try to speak. You should try to read. And you should try to write. That is the topic of today. Hope you got a lot of information from my side. You start your learning. You start your speaking party. The more you are going to write, the more you are going to speak, the more you will be develop your language. It's very important to develop your language. For the development language, you have to do hard work. Lot of things harder in your life, but you can do everything because you are a human being. I am a human being. A lot of people are human beings, have a lot of talent. So we can develop this talent. You can do it. But one more thing I am going to add here. Practice is very important. Practice, practice, practice. You should try to speak every day. It could be with any friend, with any application, or yourself. Hope you enjoyed a lot today. We will meet soon in my next video. If you haven't subscribed my channel, so please subscribe, like my video. Have a nice day. Bye bye.